Yeah, to all the and the $100 billers. For real, who ain't got no feelings.
We are in. Milwaukee, where the Bucks are. Looking to take one in the interconference game at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And the Spurs looking for a positive start here on their road trip.
And you have to view this as an opportunity. Oftentimes on those short road trips, you really want to take care of your business, show you can win those games on the road, and keep that momentum.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Anunoby out there with Bielitsa. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Noah. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. There's a good screen. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. And the basket by McCollum. You have two teams that love to score out of the post, but they need enough space, Brent, to do it. What's the strategy here?
Sometimes it's not just about the space, Kevin, but it's about the timing of the cuts. When a guy has a post-up opportunity, if the defense is looking at that post-up player, if you move at the right time, you can really create some incredible space for that guy, not only to score, but to sometimes find cutters who sneak behind the eyes of the defense.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
McCollum with the screen on Simmons. Paul kicks to Udo. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Chandler. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Simmons passes to Butler. Here's the screen. And it's off from three-point range. And the Bucks with possession here. Paul outside. Chandler with a screen for Paul. From past the arc. No good. Shot missing. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Dishes it to Butler. Bielitsa. San Antonio again missing. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Paul again. Simmons. Chandler a screen. Osman. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Paul again. Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Now here's Paul. Chandler a screen. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Paul's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
And that one's good by Butler.
And how about Butler just rising up from there? A solid shooter when he's in that mid-range area.
Lobbed up there for Chandler. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, there's the screen. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Paul kicks to Udoh. Out to the right wing. From deep. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Pass to Anunoby. Outside for Simmons. Noah the screen. Floats one. No good from Simmons. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Chandler a screen. And a wide open look for McCollum. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Great fundamentals and mechanics on the catch and shoot. McCollum needs just the tiniest bit of space to get that release off.
Here's Butler. No good off the front iron.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler.
And it's fair to say, Tyson Chandler, not the player he once was, but still a fantastic rebounder and eats up space and does everything you want from a big man.
Fires the three. He leaks and misses.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
Pass to Chandler. Kicks it out to McCollum. At the elbow, Paul connects on the 17-footer. And with Chandler, Greg, he still rebounds at a fantastic rate, even though he's the team veteran. As long as he gets minutes, he'll get you some boards.
And part of that is because he's always been one of the smarter rebounders in our league. Just aware of how to set up and track the basketball after the shot goes up. And he makes great use of his length and strength. Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Arthur comes in for Udoh. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Butler. And the pass to Bielitsa. Simmons against Paul. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
Milwaukee is gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Feeds to Moore. Trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. And the dunk by Chandler.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
Noah with a screen on Paul. Passes it to Bialese. Here's Noah. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now here's Paul. Chandler is screened. And Moore kicks to Chandler. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Butler. Noah with a screen for Butler. 5 to shoot. With the shot. Noah kicks to Butler. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Joakim Noah has suffered some injuries that have really taken away a lot of his ability to do what it is that he does best, play with boundless energy. So he's still trying to give you hustle and defense. It's just not been as impactful as it was during his time in Chicago.
Zeller is checked in for the Bucks. Here's Teodosic. Levine is screen on Paul. Cuts off the pass. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. He feeds it to Arthur. Paul outside. 5 to shoot. Arthur, no good. And for Noah, Brent, he was always known for his defense more than his offense.
Well, with that odd shooting form, there isn't really a playbook on how to correct that, but he used to punish sagging defenders from about the college three-point line and still has confidence to step up and take that shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Out to the wing. Moore. Len grabs the board. Here's Teodosic, defended by Paul. The feed to Len. For 3, Levine. Offensive rebound. Paul with the steal. There's the dish to Arthur. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Moore against Levine from outside the arc. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
McDermott with the steal. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Bulls. To the right side. Inside. Here's Zeller. That misses off the backboard.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Levine for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Here's Paul. .158 left in the first quarter.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Down low. It's stolen. In transition, here come the Spurs. Levine with the ball.
And this is why defensively you can't afford to let Levine get to the rim. Too much explosiveness.
Ball outside. Second chance shot. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
McDermott with a great foundation. Catch, shoot, fire.
Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. Hits it from three-point range. He has 5. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Levine dishes the land. Spurs passing it around. Shot from 12. Rebounded by the Bucks. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Paul kicks to Zeller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Outside, Levine. Here's Teodosic. His three-pointer's off the mark. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by... Either team able to... Bucks leading by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs. Teodosic out there with Zach Levine. Then it's McDermott. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Motley in at the 4 spot. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Utah. Milwaukee's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Teodosic, no good. Here's Ntilikina. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He dishes it to Zeller. Shoots over Len. Kept alive. There's the pick. Zeller inside. Len on him. Fades. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
The Bucks making a switch here. Decker's checked in. Kicks to McDermott. Pass to Teodosic. To the inside. Here's Motley. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Bucks leading by 6. There's the pick. Dishes it to Moore. Tries a 3. Len grabs the board. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Len, a screen. Here's Teodosic. The three-pointer is right on target. Now it's just a 3-point Bucks lead.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Down low. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop.
Ooh. Okay. That's how you attack. Wow. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Teodosic, the pass to Levine. Now the pass to Teodosic. Lock at 6. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Ntilikina. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Arthur dishes to Moore. The 3. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. And it's good for 2.
Well, Arthur usually on the outside finds his way inside and then handles himself down low.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
McCollum's checked in for more. And Brent, even though it might be somewhat counterintuitive, the numbers show that up-tempo styles are fairly high in efficiency. That may surprise some people. But why do you think that's so?
Well, I think what gives in that scenario, Kevin, is it's so hard to scramble back with teams that are operating in the first 6 or 7 seconds of the shot clock to cover the three-point line. All of a sudden, you're running out to guys and opening up space in the interior. That's going to open up drive opportunities to the lane and easy layups. And where you see that most are big men who are getting taken advantage of by running back into the paint. Those threes are worth more than 2. That math class pays off.
It does. I can tell. They set the pick. And here's McCollum for three. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 9 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Simmons kicks it to Noah. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. He's got 6.
Well, do I have to say Noah's arc is looking good?
Here's Ntilikina. Guarded by Simmons. It's McCollum on the wing. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Noah the screen. Simmons passes to Bielitsa. There's a screen. And it's Simmons penetrating. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Ntilikina. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He kicks to McCollum. Feeds it to Zeller. Over Noah. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead. Noah the screen. Butler kicks to Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Here's Ntilikina. Oh!
Yeah. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Noah the screen. Fires the 3. Decker with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ntilikina. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And the Spurs, Greg, one of the best defensive teams in the league for 2 seasons running.
And it's really all about execution. They seem to just move in concert and stay connected. No silly fouls. And with their length, nothing easy inside.
And the Bucks making a change here. Udo's checked in. Lenz checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 11. Simmons with it. 8 points for him. Passes to Anunoby. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now here's Zeller. 9 points in the game so far.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Len, a screen. Here's Butler. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And the versatility of Butler, just impressive. Solid at finding ways to get inside and finish at the rim.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Zeller. Jumper off the screen.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Now Butler. Len with a screen on McCollum. Butler missing again.
Been a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
Bucks leading by 8. Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Zeller. Shoots over Len. Back to Paul. Picked by Zeller. That shot off the mark. And the Spurs going the other way now. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
For Milwaukee, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. So, Brent, certain players are known for getting into people's heads. Who is a guy you played against that really challenged your mental toughness?
I'll give you 2 examples, Kevin. As an opponent, I would tell you that Vernon Maxwell was one of the less cerebral and more in-your-face aggressive players that I ever faced as an opponent. But on the flip side of that, Kevin, there were guys I played with that sometimes would challenge you mentally. In particular, one Gary Payton in Seattle. Always interesting to see how he approached the game, and sometimes even his own teammates.
But you always welcome the challenge, I'm sure.
Well, I take it head on. I mean, that's what guys do. They're paid to compete.
Back to Paul. Zeller setting the pick for Paul. Shot clock at 6. Udo gets the bucket.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And Simmons kicks to Bielitsa. Len, a screen. There's the feed to Butler. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
A different look now for San Antonio. Motley, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Doug McDermott in for Anunoby. And Greg Popovich has led the Spurs to the playoffs in all 20 of the full seasons he's coached the team. But you know what, Brent? He always gives his players the credit.
Well, Pop knows that the players are the ones who deserve all of the accolades. But there's no doubt that there's an appreciation for the way that Pop continues to put his team and each member of the team into situations where they collectively can compete every year. And it's not about just competing for the playoffs, Kevin. I'm talking about competing for titles. What a run that Greg Popovich has been on.
The shot's good from Paul.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Butler in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 10 points for Jimmy Butler.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
There's a screen. Paul can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks